We're always hearing about follow your dream. But let me ask you a question. What if your individual dream is actually quite boring? Most people's dreams are boring. What if you had a dream to sell roadside corn? If you went out and you began selling it, would that mean you were living your dream? And would people perceive you as a failure anyway? And how long would you be happy selling that roadside corn? Knowing human nature, not very long, but then it would be too late to start pursuing some other dream. You'd be out of luck. The dream you chose was too small. But then go thinking that massive, huge dreams are so hot either. Most big dreams end up in tears. Someone gets an eye poked out. So let me say to you, UBC grads of 2010, there's a lot to be said for having small, manageable dreams. I'm kidding. Dream big, dream huge, take dream-enhancing drugs. Attend dream seminars, and well, you know, at night when you're sleeping, when you're dreaming, try and trick yourself into dreaming inside your dream. You might as well get the most of those 8 hours we waste every day while we wait for the planet to return back to the sun. And really, I'm looking out at all your bright, young faces looking up at me now. And it makes me happy, but it also makes me sad knowing how soon life is going to crush you like a bug. I wish I'd had someone like me up here at my art school graduation back in 1984, someone who could tell me really useful advice, such as the year after you graduate is probably the weirdest year of your life. Many of you will psychically implode from the pressure of doing nothing. And well, actually, when I think about it, 26 to 27 are actually the absolute worst years of your life. It's universal, men, women. If you doubt me, there are a few mature students out there in the audience. Ask them, they'll confirm it for you. Because the thing about being 26 is that you're just desperate with loneliness. You haven't really established who you are yet or what you're going to be doing with your life. And yet, everyone around you is young and beautiful and really hot looking. And you couldn't possibly believe that they're feeling the same way as you. So you keep all these feelings bottled up inside yourself, thus amplifying the sensations of alienation and loneliness even further. They'll smush about you like tomatoes in a blender. Isn't Mother Nature a scamp? Now, many of you have parents here today. Many of them are looking at you in your dreams, and doubtless they're wondering if they sold the family farm for 3 beans by sending you here to study at UBC. Well, about parents, just remember this one piece of advice I wish I'd had in 1984, is that the harder you try to become different from your parents, the more quickly you turn into them. It is spooky. Okay, I'm seeing fidgeting. I think you just want to get this whole shebang over with. So I'm going to run one final idea past you. It's this, okay, I was thinking about those characters that you see on science fiction shows who possess immortality, and if they get shot, the bullet wound quickly heals, or if they lose a limb, the limb grows back. But what about if they get blown up? From all those blown up chunks, there's one piece I suppose one would have to call the master chunk. That would be the piece of the superhero that regenerates itself completely while the other parts decompose. And I got to thinking, well, one of these immortal characters got blown up by an atomic bomb. Which piece of the body would then constitute the master chunk? 'Cause it's all been vaporized. Well, I figure just as long as one DNA molecule survived, then that's all the superhero would need in order to reconstitute himself, herself, and make themselves immortal. But no, maybe it's not even DNA, because even if the sun were to go supernova right now and we were all to be vaporized and turned into protons and quarks and leptons and all that stuff you found at the bottom of your Halloween bag growing up, well, I think the universe is a creative place. The universe wants to be interesting. It's a place that wants life to come into existence and for ideas to play themselves out. The universe is a place where, as surely as we here today have all inhaled oxygen molecules once breathed by Leonardo da Vinci and Cleopatra, or to be fair, Charles Manson and your psychotic landlord, your constituent subatomic particles will someday reassemble themselves elsewhere in the universe and create magnificent, beautiful, sentient beings who dream of nothing more fulfilling than to fulfill their planet's equivalent of selling corn. So perhaps the big rule to remember here is that there will always be you, whether it's pantyhose or quarks or cigarette ashes or protons. And you guys spent 4 years here, maybe more, and you guys are now smarter people, and you're going to have richer and better lives for having attended this place. If your teachers were good, they will have filled you in on what to love. And if your teachers were monsters, they will have taught you what to hate. The overall value of your education has given you the wisdom to decide which of those paths is correct. Now, you little rascals, I'm jealous of your youth and your beauty and your wonderfulness, but I'm not jealous of having to go through your 20s. I wish for all of you, I wish you creativity, the ability to come up with new ways of looking at the world and framing situations. I wish you all turkey dinners. I wish you the ability to dance without looking silly at a party. I wish you creative lives. I wish you the guts to believe that everything beautiful is true. You've worked crazy hard. Go out, have that dream, make it big. I'm your biggest fan. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pantyhose.